Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
Why this is the average song length? Honestly, 3:30 like that look like a Bible verse.
3 minutes and 30 seconds is a very special amount of time, because while the average movie takes 2 hours and 23 minutes to watch, boring, and the average YouTube video takes about 11 minutes and 42 seconds to watch, kinda boring, 3 minutes and 30 seconds is all it will take you on average to listen to a hit song on the Billboard Hot 100. Yeah, songs.
But I feel like that was back in the day. I don't think nowadays that can possibly be an average because most of the songs are shorter than 3 minutes. And if you do get like a song that's 3:30, then you clapping your hands, good job. Because I haven't seen a song in 3. I don't remember last time I've seen a song. Okay, I'm lying. I did see, but okay. So before Lisa, Doja Cats, and Ray song, I have not seen a song over 4 minutes in a good while. Now Lisa dropped that song. That song is solid 4:30 or something like that. So that's good for them. But I don't believe 3:30 is still the average. I think that was like 2000s, 2010s.
So what do you think is the
They're cool.
average?
Right now, I would think the average right now is about 3 minutes. If you're being generous, maybe even less.
New thing I found. All of these charts seem to claim that if you
Well, from 2000 to 2021. Duh, yeah. That's old data.
gather enough hit songs, they will always average out to this magic number. So let's figure out if that's actually true. Let's take a popular artist. Let's take a popular artist and find the average length of their 10 biggest songs. And sure enough, you get a number pretty close to 3 minutes and 30 seconds. There's some really short songs and some really long songs out there, but on average, the most famous ones will tend to be about this long. And here's why. For most of the last 2 centuries, recorded music
That's
was
so
on physical
interesting.
flat discs that we know as records. You play the record by putting it in a record player, which spins it under a needle. And as it spins, the needle gets closer and closer to the center. Eventually, it runs out of room, and the song ends. So how much music could a record hold before it ran out of space? In the beginning, most records spun pretty quickly at 78 revolutions per minute. So it turned out you could fit just about 3 minutes of song on a disc before you ran out of space. Not terrible. But then, how did we ever end up with songs like Stairway to Heaven that were somehow 8 minutes or longer? For that, you could thank long play vinyl records, otherwise known as LPs, which, aside from being bigger and making you look cooler, could spin at a super slow 33 and 1/3 RPM. In theory, this
Wow.
allowed songs to be up to 20 minutes,
My
but
dad
for
had
some
the
weird
little ones and the big ones.
Really?
Yeah, I remember seeing the little ones. I was like,
reason, songs only got a little bit longer. Even when music became digital, the average song length still didn't exceed 3:30. How come? Well, radio stations started popping up, and they needed to make money with ads and commercials. So unless you're singing the McDonald's jingle in your song, you better end it quickly so they can slap a commercial after it. And in general, people like shorter songs. But why 3:30? Is this some kind of magic number?
I mean, I like shorter songs, but to me, 3:30 would be a short song. Like I remember back in the day,
I wouldn't be mad at 3:30.
like back in the day, like I see a song 5 minutes, 5:30. I was like, damn, that's a long song. I don't want to listen to it. But so like I remember 3:30 would be, oh yeah, that's a good length. Nowadays, to come songs is like 2:17. I'm like, okay, what is this? Like that's not even a song.
You have to
So
listen to it on loop.
yeah, so I think personally, I think 3:30 is a perfect spot for a song. Like it's just a very nice length. Like anywhere from like 3:15 to 3:45, I think is perfect. Above 4 minutes, it can be pushing it a little bit, unless you have like a collab with a lot of people. Like there is certain like collabs, remixes where 5, 6 people come in. They're 8 minutes. It's cool because each person gets a minute. I'm not mad at it. But solo person over 3:30, over 4 minutes, it can get a little redundant.
But now I think it's even it's more strategic, so shorter and shorter it is, because you want people to play that song over and over again,
Yeah.
and especially if awards are given based on how many plays you receive. And also for the radio, everyone has a short attention span and a very
Yeah.
competitive market where we have more artists all trying to get
Yeah.
space in the airwaves. So if the radio station want to put in as many people as possible, they're gonna of course take the shorter songs to pack in as many people into one slot as they can.
Yeah, I think it definitely nowadays it favors shorter. As you said, I think spot on the shortest song. If for example we can fit a song of 3:30 like 3 times into 10 minutes, a song of 2 minutes, you can fit 5 times in 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, if I'm really liking the song, I'm going to listen 5 times versus 3 times. You know, so the number's gonna get inflated and all that stuff. Yeah.
And even shorter now because of TikTok. Like now people making music for
overall,
TikTok.
yeah, people's attention span is getting shorter.
Shorter.
Is there some kind of formula that tells you how long your song should be to get the most sales and the most plays? Of course not. Music is an art. You can't reduce it down to a formula. That would be silly, but there is a famous optimal ready-made uniform lyrical arrangement that you can follow to mathematically give your song the highest chance of being catchy and memorable and the lowest chance of being boring. It's measured in bars. You can usually think of a bar as 4 beats. It's gonna have a short intro, a long first verse with a block of lyrics, a short pre-chorus, and finally, the chorus, the main catchy part of the song. Then you just repeat, verse, pre-chorus, chorus. Then a fun new part so no one gets bored. And just in case people forgot it, here's that chorus again. Then outro, and you're done. It's gonna have 110 bars in total, which multiply that by 4 is 440 beats. Now, fun fact, most people prefer songs around 120 to 130 beats per minute, which is actually the same tempo you walk at in steps per minute. So let's make our song right in the middle, say 125 BPM. That's 440 beats and 125 beats per minute, giving you a song that's exactly, well, almost exactly, 3.5 minutes long. Not all songs are like this. Some take out the pre-chorus.
Wow, that's very interesting. I didn't know that. Then there's a scientific calculation behind the length of the song. Wow, very cool.
And they're done in 2 minutes. Some follow the formula.
Yeah, greedy.
All songs are like this. Some take out the pre-chorus.
Yeah, greedy, as we said. It's like 212 TikTok song, you know.
And they're done in 2 minutes. Some follow the formula, but they have a slow BPM, which makes them 5 minutes. But on average, songs will tend to follow this magic number. I also tried to follow it, and it looks like we're running out of time, so before the video ends, could you do me a favor and hit that subscribe button?
Funny. Oh, wow. That was really cool.
That's why when we do K-pop, we see the chorus is too repetitive. Like they do the
Yeah.
chorus a lot.
That formula, the magic formula, I think they're right because of what you just said. I feel like oftentimes in K-pop, it's just chorus, chorus, chorus. Or maybe you know what it is? Here, chorus said it was 16 bars. I feel like in K-pop, chorus is like 4 to 8 bars, and they just keep repeating it. That's why it feels so repetitive because they don't. The chorus is not as long. But very interesting video. Wow. Okay. So I do disagree that the length is 3:30. I think that has changed now. It's shorter than it used to be. I feel like if we take the average of the Billboard songs for the last, let's say for this decade, for 4 years and 2 months, whatever it is, we would get closer to 3 minutes. I don't think we would pull the 3:30.
You have to do the calculations.
I mean, if somebody has done it, I'd love to see it because I do believe it has gotten shorter over the years. But good to know the reasoning behind it. That was very
Can
cool.
I see the comments?
Yeah. Very cool video. This video felt much longer than 3:30. There's so much info. I agree. It did feel longer than 3:30. It really sucks that not just music, but films, videos, and many others are always being shortened down. And many of my favorite songs and the ones that had the biggest emotional impact on me are 5 to 10 minutes in duration. Nah, 5 to 10.
Oh, you know what I noticed now? Artists, what they do, they have a radio version that is short enough to go, okay, play on a radio, but for the fans, they have the long extended version.
I
for
remember
us to
back in the day
enjoy.
that used to be a thing, radio
Yeah,
edit.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So there's a compromise with that. That's pretty cool. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.